Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with me, the one and only E. And I am thrilled to give y'all the vibe of the day. So, without further ado, if you're new here, welcome. How y'all doing? I hope all is good. And for my oldie but goodies, what's up? What's poppin'? I hope you guys are doing good as well. So like I said, without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Like, come on now. So let's get into it. In honor of October, I wanted to pay attention to one of the national holidays. You know, we hear about breast cancer all the time. So I'm going to change up a little bit. I want to talk about a topic that I feel like everybody has gone through from 3 to now. I don't care if you're 16, 17, 30, 20, 50 years old. We all, till this day, still deals with this situation that needs to be said and done. But I know it's going to be hard because it starts from at home on what to do and what not to do. So with that being said, y'all, today's vibe of the day is bullying. In honor of National Bullying Prevention Month, we're going to talk about bullying. So let me give y'all a little rundown of what bullying is, what is this National Bullying Awareness is. So in October, it is National Bullying Awareness Month. And this is an opportunity to ensure the nation to take action at the local level to create a supportive organization. Bullying is unacceptable and comments or conducts that disgraces or determinations hostile or adversity should not be tolerated. With that being said, bullying is a no-no in my eyes. I'm sorry. No. And in honor of bullying, they also wear orange. And I'm going to look up why they wear orange for bullying because I always wanted to know. So we're going to get into that too. Because I always wanted to know. Like I always see, because all my siblings at their school, they wore orange for bullying. I was like, why do y'all wear orange? And it says orange, they wear orange. They ensure people to wear orange to show their support for bullying prevention. So, okay. So now we know and I know, okay? So, yeah, boom. All right, so let's get into it. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get into it. This topic, y'all know every topic I feel it needs to be said. Everybody needs to be said. And bullying, it's no pros in this shit. This is going to be one topic that will not have no damn pros. Because I feel as though there's no need of bullying to have no fucking pros. Bullying is fucking cons. Like how they say con artists is full of shit. I'm sorry. Bullying is, I don't tolerate it. I don't like it. And I just don't understand it. Because I am, as they say, a victim of the bullying, things like that. All of us have been a victim of bullying or were bullies. Okay? It's always a two-way street. And what I learned is coming up is the ones that bully you are the ones that's getting bullied more. But they always try to pick on people that's like so-called below them because of the person that they are or their appearance and things like that. So let's get into it. Children, like I said, it starts from at home. Now, if y'all live in the house with siblings or cousins, nieces and nephews and stuff, yes, you're able, I guess, to pick on them. Yes. But it's limits to this shit, y'all. I'm sorry. It's limits to this shit that we do. And when I say this to say is because it's limits to shit that everything that we do, especially when it comes to the things that come out of our mouth. Because the tongue is one of the powerfulest things ever. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If they don't say the tongue is a powerful thing, they a bad motherfucker. Because baby, the tongue is one of the most powerful things ever that will leave a scar on a person. And I'll tell you this why. For those of you who don't know, I am a social work major. I'm learning I have taken a course right now called Family Domestic Violence. And one of the many things that affects a child is verbal abuse. Verbal, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and also physically abuse are the 5 things that affects a child. And it always starts at home. It always starts at home. Because there's just nowhere in the world a child will wake up and supposedly is bullying and harassing a person. No, it starts at home. And I know y'all find it hard to believe, but y'all got to read between the lines. Y'all got to do y'all research. Y'all got to do a lot of shit just to analyze and see these things. I'm telling y'all. Because when you think about it, you be like, damn, you got a point, E. I know I do, because, hello, I'm studying this shit. So I'm not going to stare y'all wrong. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all every jewel I know. I'm putting y'all on. I don't gatekeep nothing, because one thing I learned, don't gatekeep nothing. You never know. That can really help somebody in life, and they probably be interested in, So yeah, don't gatekeep, y'all. Keep that in mind too. But let's go back on the vibe. Y'all always know I get off topic sometimes. But yes, back to the topic. Yes, most of the time, things that kids do, it starts from at home. Once a child, I'm going to say 1 year old, start talking walking, then 1.5 to 2 years old, they start talking. Baby, once they fully, 3, they getting them prepared for school. Once they turn 4, that's over. That's it. They picking up on every little thing you're saying, you're doing, especially with them actions. Because let me tell you something. Children, when they're like under 4 years old and they're not verbal, they're going to use them actions. And that can also be a sign of bullying too. The way they pull, the way they pinch, bite. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, he's a baby. Dude, she's a baby. No, y'all got to be careful, because when they grow up, that's a sign of bullying. That's a sign of bullying. Like, they'll be, ready to tussle in the hallway and stuff, like, come on. So, yeah, children, people got to keep in mind. My professor always tell me this. Children are not mini adults. Children are little human beings that don't know no better. And it's our job, for the ones that are raising kids, such as like in a household with children, and they're part of the village of raising a child, seeing a child, be brought up to a child, needs to put our foot down, especially when it comes to, you see signs of things that you don't want them to do. You want to see signs that you want to prevent. Like certain stuff that you do around a child, you need to be really, really careful, because children pick up on a lot of things. I'm not going to hold y'all. Like, children will pick up on things, and it leads them to do things that they know that they don't know means harm. But to us as a people that's part of the village, know it brings harm, and we need to stop it ASAP. Because that's how it forms a start of bullying, abuse, and things like that to others. That's one way. Second way, don't display anything in a household you don't want your child to be around in the outside world. For example, don't be cussing and hollering and screaming at your kid if you don't want somebody else cussing and screaming and hollering at your child. And I always say, practice what you preach. Don't tell somebody, oh, don't do that, and you're doing that. Make it make sense. And another thing, the overall icing on the cake, like I said, abuse at times starts from home, and it really, really, not from all families. So don't think that. Sometimes, like, abuse will start at home, and that is a sign of bullying also. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like, it's not fun. Y'all, being a social work major, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's good and bad. It's good because it's like you're learning as you go, but it's bad because it's at times where you reading an article or chapter on anything involving a child, elderly, family, and there's always something about abuse. It makes you sit there and break down, because it's something called a cycle that repeats itself over and over and over and over again. And sometimes it don't break generational curses. And they always use the African American family as an example. And it hurts me because it's like, not all of us are dealing with this cycle. It's all different types of general. When you watch Lifetime, you see the white folks and all. So it hurts me because every time you see, when you read, is black people this, black people that. You don't hear a lot of whites because they try to cover it up, be like, oh, Ben and Jerry ain't do nothing. Like, girl, bye. Anyway, yes. So with that being said, y'all, with children, we just have to really, really teach them in ways that will get through their noggin, their little noggins, because, their brain has not fully developed like ours. It's not. So it's our job as the older generation, the village, XYZ, whatever, to make sure that we mold this into children's head, that it's not right to tease a child. It's not right to put your hands on a child because, God forbid, anything can happen. And people don't always see the other side of bullying. Now, when it comes to bullying, like I mentioned earlier, the bullies are always the ones that are getting teased the most or don't have less or something like that. Basically, I'm going to just put it like this. Scratch all that shit. A bully is a jealous ass person. I said what I said. And the reason why in the beginning I said it starts at 3 years old up until whatever age you are now, because we do little bullying stuff too. I'm not finna lie. At our big age, we still do things that we're not supposed to do, especially when it comes to bullying. And this is the reason why I wanted to talk about it, because, like I said, in honor of October, National Bullying Prevention Month, I stand tall and firm on bullying because, like I said, I've been a part of that world of being bullied. It's not damn easy, especially when you're a person like me that is still developing tough skin as they go. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, 75% of me is getting tougher. And the 75% of me is tougher. It's getting tougher skin. 25% of me is still got that sensitive side, like, hold up. No. I'ma scream, I'ma holler. And sometimes that 25% be taking over the 75%, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, when it comes to the kids, y'all, I don't play when it comes to the kids. I love children to death because I love the way they think. I love the way they express themselves. And I love learning new things about them. Because you have to treat a child like a child. You cannot mold a child into being an adult. They don't know what adult is, what it's like to be an adult. Like when we was younger, we thought it was cool to be an adult because of what we seen our mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, grandma, grandpa, and cousins did. In reality, this shit is not easy. It's not. So one of the biggest things I feel as though as we get older, we need to teach everyone around us, but we need to teach the kiddos most is bullying. Do not bully a person because they do not have something you don't have. Don't bully a kid because he or she came to school today not looking up to par. You never know what the situation may be. You cannot just nitpick on a person and try to get laughs from others around you. That's a part of bullying. I've been in those situations where, y'all almost said that. Almost said something that almost got me canceled. Let me hold my tongue. I almost said a bad word that I'm not supposed to use, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. I've been a part of that situation before, and let me tell y'all, I'm gonna just give y'all a short little story. In middle school, 6th grade, the peak of 6th grade, y'all, I hated 6th grade. I hated 6th grade. And the reason why, and I know hate is a very strong word, but let me tell y'all why I just dislike 6th grade with a passion. We fresh out of elementary school. So we in between we just left elementary school. We're somewhat still got that 5th grade energy, but now it's time to transition to 6th grade because you're really in the middle of elementary and then on your way to high school in 2-3 years. Or 2-3 years. Some people got skipped. All I go. I could have been skipped too, but I don't know, y'all. But nevertheless, I've been in those situations where you're being laughed at just because your style, the way you are and who you are affects the motherfucker. And I know y'all gonna get a good laugh out of this. The same motherfuckers that was bullying you be the same ones right now that probably see you in person or on social media and be the ones just be the ones click, tapping away to slide in your DM or your inbox. Y'all, I don't lie to y'all. I tell y'all the truth. I can, like, I remember faces real good before I remember names at times. I remember faces. And them faces of them dudes, let alone them girls that, bullied me and people that I was close with, the same ones are trying to be cool with you. And let me tell y'all why. When I was in 6th grade, I wore my natural hair. I didn't start like wearing fake. Only time you'll see me wearing fake hair was, when you get your hair braided. And I back then when I was growing up, we was wearing, kinky twists. Some still was wearing kinky twists, box braids. Y'all, I love me a mohawk and then curl it up. Weave, it was not so much. And if you did have weave, it was like 2 or 3 pieces to blend in with your hair. We wouldn't walk around with a whole head full of hair. And me personally, I always tell myself I'm not wearing no wig or no weave unless I have to, or it's a style that I really want that I had to. Y'all, during the pandemic, I was wearing wigs because I was tired of doing my hair and I got sick. So I was like, it is what it is. But yes, y'all. So I used to wear my natural hair. By my head shape, y'all, let me tell you this one time, and one time only. I have an egg head. I heard that line ever since I was 11 years old up until now. I'm grown. I'm 21 years old. I've been hearing that line for so damn long. For 10 years. What? Like, nobody want to keep hearing that. Like, when I was in middle school, it used to make me so upset because another thing, as we grow up, ladies, as we grow up, we start to have crushes and things like that. I was the quietest child in every class. I was the quietest child up until probably my 7th grade year. Because, like I said, I always analyzed the room. I always X, Y, and Z. I always read people. And I really never spoke unless I wanted to speak as like answering a question or the teacher asked me a question. That was it. You wouldn't hear a peek out of me after that. You ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. If I want to answer the question, you're going to see me raise my hand and ask it. And answer it. Or if I raise my hand to ask a question, that's about it. Those the 3 times you're going to hear from me. Nevertheless, y'all, egghead. Been called that all my life. Egghead. I remember a time, when Instagram started, like for us, I'll never forget this little joke that they had on Instagram called starter packs. The starter packs was like, of a person describe their starter packs. Y'all, I remember the starter pack that I liked it. Back then they was doing to be honest, rates, to be rudes, and all that wild shit. My dumb ass liked that post, starter packs. Somebody had the audacity to make a starter pack of me, and it was with a bun, so a girl with a bun, a pair of khakis, because when I went to school, we wore uniform, a khaki pants, our uniform shirt was red, and I forgot what type of tennis shoes it was. Now, mind you, when it came to my feet, I never, let's knock on wood, I didn't play, let's just rephrase it, I did not play when it came to my feet. I'm a sneakerhead for life. I did not play when it came to my feet. When I seen the starter pack, everything else I didn't give a fuck about. With the feet, y'all tried to play. They tried to play on my feet. I didn't play with the shoe game, baby. I did not play with that. I stayed in the latest Jordans, New Balance, all that. Y'all, when I seen that, I didn't care about the uniform and the hairstyle. What pissed me off was the starter pack on the shoes. Like, if you going, as we say, if you going to pack right. Okay? Don't pack wrong. Pack right. So, y'all, I've been in these motions where I seen bullying. Bullying, especially on social media. Instagram was one of the biggest things that we was bullying people on. I'm not really lying to y'all. we, as my generation, we would bully and it would be so bad. And y'all, I think I didn't get my voice until get a voice really in middle school, probably in the 8th grade. I'm telling y'all, bullying is one of the key things that'll hurt a person to the point where that people don't realize that anything you say out your mouth can affect a child, or anything you do or write about can affect a person, period. I don't care what age you are. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you live in a big ass house, a little condo, apartment. I don't give a fuck. What makes you think you have the right to tear down another person, especially when it comes to the African American community? Y'all know I love y'all downhill, but I'll be damned if I see y'all keep doing that. Oh, who look better? Who got this? Who got that? Why y'all can't just uplift each other? And we gotta think, like I said, the children. Think about the children, because bullying starts for the children on who they look up to. I can't stand the bullying. I can't stand these bully ass motherfuckers. I can't, because I once was in a situation where I was getting bullied. I hated it. And I always told my mom, like, why do I get bullied? And like, going back to what I said about the crushes that I had on boys, y'all be surprised at the ones that I had crushes on. They was totally out of my damn league. Totally out of my damn league. Compared to them, I was a nobody. They liked them girls that was fast as hell, badass little girls. And I was just like, dang, why they don't like me? And as I get older now and realize I wasn't fast, I wasn't grown in the ass. I didn't grow up before my time. And I thank God for my parents for being on my ass. Yeah, when you go to high school, yeah, you smell yourself and you realize who you are and what you are. I've been there, done that, y'all. So I have 2 siblings. I have a brother that's in his senior year. I have a sister that's in her sophomore year. Baby, I lay hands. If anybody was to if they was to come to me and say somebody's bullying them in high school, middle school, elementary school, I was like, oh really? You want me to come up there? And they never wanted me to come up there. I'd be like, would y'all want me to come up there, or you want your mother, your father to come up there? Like, which one do y'all want to come up there? Like, which one? Because like I said, I don't tolerate bullying. I can't stand it. It was to the point where y'all, when bully, like it was to the point where y'all, I was so afraid that I was going to get in a fight one day because of me having to stand up for myself. I wasn't afraid to fight. I was just afraid of me getting into one because I was like, I know I'm going to hurt a person. Because my uncles, my 2 favorite uncles, God rest one of his souls. God rest one of my uncle's souls. One taught me what to say, and one taught me how to fight, including my father too. He taught me both. All 3 of them, by them teaching me how to protect myself and how to use my hands when needed, I always was scared for if the day was to come that I had to fight somebody. Because it should not be nowhere in the world that you down there 10, 11, 12 years old, 8, 9, 10 years old, having to fight for your damn respect. Because badass baby kids don't know what to say out their damn mouth. Because they always want to make a damn joke out of something that's not on joking time. I hated that. And like when I used to take my little brother and sister to school, because they, like after I left elementary school and middle school, after I left, they still was at that school. My brother was in middle school and my sister was still in the elementary school part. My sister had my brother to protect her. When I went to school, I had my damn self. That was another thing too. By being the oldest, it's hard because you got to protect yourself at all times. When you're the middle child, you have your oldest. You have the oldest. You got them. Youngest in the baby, oh, you got a village. You good, you Gucci, you got it. But when you the oldest, that shit hurts. That shit's hard. Because you gotta be solid. You gotta be tough. You gotta know when and when not to act an ass. Y'all, so that's why at times, like I say, when I was in school, I was laid back. I didn't say nothing in middle school. 8th grade year, that's when you hear a lot from me. One thing about me, I was no dummy. I'm not no dummy. When it comes to this education shit, I'm on my P's and Q's, honor roll, principal, all that. I didn't play that. I don't play that shit. And that was another thing. I'll never forget I got bullied for being smart. How the fuck can you get bullied for being smart? Oh, like I always thought of that. Like, how are you going to bully me for being smart? Like, the egghead comments, that was just one. But I feel like the ice on the cake was being called a nerd. I just feel like it just got ice on the cake for being called a nerd. And I just was like, what the fuck? Like, really? That's what we doing? That's how you feeling? Okay. Mind you, when you be the nerd, those be the people, the dummies, the dumbasses that always want you for help. They always come for you for help. Y'all, when I went to high school, I went to Parkville. And nobody know what that is. Parkville is in Parkville, Maryland. I guess you can say in the county. It's Baltimore County. Yeah, and I'm from Baltimore City. What I'm doing in Baltimore County? Because I didn't want to go to school in the city no more. I was tired of them city-ass kids. Just to end up back in the damn city. But I say this. I feel like when we got older, bullying was like, oh, baby, you can say and do anything on social media or off social media. You can say anything to me that rubbed me the wrong way. That was all bets were off. I didn't give a shit. Y'all, it's been, within my life, I would say I never fought. Never. But 3 good times I had a chance to. But I just felt like every time I wanted to get my hands on a person that kept messing with me, I thought they were snitching on me. And I'll never forget y'all, like, y'all know when y'all have that urge when y'all just want to be like, all right, fuck it, bets off. Like, let's do it. Let's up. Like, let's go. And back then, when I was growing up, we were saying squad up. I was like, I was ready. I was on go. Because I say, you know what? When you bully someone and that person, that's enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And that's how I felt. Enough was enough. And I wanted to get my lick back, but I couldn't because I'm sitting here now with the principal, vice principal, and all these people because they want to make a change. They want to talk. In my mind, I know who I was raised by, my mama and my father. In my head is like, hell no, all bets off. If they was not in this room right now, I would jump over this table and whoop their ass. But that's the thing, y'all. The whole message and vibe that I want y'all to understand within this is that bullying is one of the things that causes a lot of problems and it affects a person long time. Bullying is one of the things that I hate so much. Like I said, hate is a very strong word, but I hate it because why would a person want to crack on a person for being different or something about them is not something they see on a daily, especially when it comes to people that have disabilities. That shit pisses me off. At this big age that I am, if I was to see another person that has the big age that I am, try to clack slick on somebody that has disability, regardless of how old the person is that has disability, I'm sorry. I'm like, see me outside. Because first of all of us are born different. For one, we're all born different, but we bleed the damn same way. You see the difference? And I just don't understand how. Any arrogant motherfucker will have the audacity to sit there, crack a joke, sniggle, giggle, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to try to tear another person down. Isn't so many times, y'all, at my big age, I witnessed grown ass people older than me, probably my mom and daddy age, that cracked on people. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're really gonna sit here, crack on this woman or this man because of what they have on or how they talking or how they displaying themselves. Y'all worse than the damn kids. The kids learn from y'all, let alone us. And I'm telling y'all this because bullying, when you do your research on bullying, y'all, look at the suicide percentage of how many people, how suicide impacts bullying. Just look at it. It should not be no way in the world that kids that are in elementary school up until college are getting bullied, and it's to the point where they're committing suicide. Think about it. Like I said, the tongue is one of the most powerful things. You can say something to a person that you think in your so-called right mind is not bad, but to that person that is bad. Because you don't know what type of person they are. Like I said, not everybody is built the same. Day by day, my skin is getting tougher and tougher. And then some part of me that's still sensitive. Matter of fact, forget the 75 and 25%. Y'all, I'm motherfucking in the middle, 50-50. Because at times it's like, okay, I'm tough. But right now, it's something so deep to me, it affects me. Yes, I'm going to scream and holler about it. Yes, I'm going to have I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm going to cry about it, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, too, people need to understand this. And people always like, oh, I'm so heartless. You have feelings too. I don't give a damn if you say you don't. You got feelings regardless. Something will make you feel some type of way. And someone. I'm telling y'all, we have to teach our kids how to approach things, what to say, what not to say, how to carry things, how not to carry things. Don't touch people's kids if it's not in the proper way. When I say touch people's kids not in the proper way, like if y'all friends, high five gently, not rough. Hug gently, not rough. Don't be touching on people, and don't touch people stuff that don't belong to you. Okay? So we really just have to really be careful and cautious when it comes to what we do and how we do things. Because like I said, children are not many adults. They're children. They mean no harm. But once they are left out of our presence, and that they're in a daycare, school, whatever, once they're in their presence, we have to keep in mind that we have to display to them positivity. And we also have to let them know sometimes you got to get crazy. Like y'all, God forbid, like I tell y'all, I would have been in 3 fights my whole life of living. I would have been, but I didn't. And like my parents always was like, I don't want y'all out here fighting, because they were fighting. But like I say, times has changed now. Kids have some of the most reckless damn mouths ever. I'm not ready to lie to y'all. And it's so hard sometimes to even be able to drill them, because it's like, okay, you gotta learn for yourself. Like when we were growing up, we had beyond scare straight. I felt like if nobody could get to you, Beyond Scared Straight should be a show that shows you that you don't want to be in these situations. Because them people behind them doors, them big dogs behind them doors are the biggest bullies ever. You think you a bully out here, you got your freedom, baby. Try being behind them bars and don't have no freedom. You're going to be bullied every damn day for dumb shit. Just for dumb shit. And I feel like people won't understand shit until it's done to them. So I know y'all probably out here like, damn, that's crazy. It is crazy. This is the life we live, and the cookie shouldn't crumble like that. And you know, at times I say that's how the cookie crumbles, but in this case, this cookie should not crumble how the way it does. Because bullying is one of the most common things that happens every day on a daily that we don't pick up on at times, because sometimes we like it is what it is. Cracking jokes at times can even define bullying, especially if you're around a group of friends and say you tell them about a situation or something and they're around other people and y'all friends, they try to crack jokes and try to be slick. That's bullying. If I tell you something, why the hell are you trying to crack a joke? You trying to make a mockery out of me? You trying to make a fool out of me? What the fuck? That's why I say, y'all, bullying is one of the things that I just cannot stand. It eats me up the side, because if I had the power to, I feel like if it was a law about bullying, I think everybody be in jail. Because like, bullying is just so damn hardcore. It doesn't make any sense of the things that people do and people don't think. You got to think before you speak. Bullies don't think before they speak. They go off by reaction and actions. That triggers me so much because it's like, y'all, bullying makes me so mad because, like I said, we all have been victims to bullying. And I always told myself I cannot sit there and tear down a person for whatever situations or circumstances that they're going through. Because I always been the person to ask, are you okay? Do you need help? Up until this day, same thing. That's why I want to work with children. Those are the ones that I feel as though children need to live a normal childhood. Children need to be the children. Children don't need to be grown-ass adults at 4 or 5 years old and younger than that. Children need to be able to do children things. Play outside. Play with other children. Express their self. Watch children stuff. Yes, at times, children are going to listen to the stuff we listen to. But we got to keep it PG. So with that being said, y'all, when it comes to bullying, please, bullying comes in all different shapes and sizes and forms. We need to keep up with it. We need to stay on our P's and Q's and look at everything around us because it, honestly, like I said, I'm 21 years old. I heard, the sayings of going on 10, 11 years, I've been hearing the saying, "Hey, kid," and stuff like that. Yo, I ain't really lie to y'all. It took me a while to embrace my crown. And when I say my crown, I mean my real hair. It took me a long time to embrace my crown after the shenanigans I seen. It took me a long time to embrace my shape because of the shit of the starter package situation. That's another thing I forgot to mention to y'all. When I was in middle school, I was fat. Obese, baby. Yeah, it wasn't good. I wouldn't say as sloppy, but it still was obese. Like, I should not be down there 200 something pounds, down there 10, 11, 12 years old in middle school. No, because that's what I'm telling y'all. Bullying causes a lot of things for a child that they should not be going through. Depression. Numero uno. No child should be going through depression at a young age. 2, anxiety. 3, having thoughts of don't want to be here. So y'all know I'm already saying anything impacting the mental. Y'all know I'm big on that shit. No child should have to worry, stress their self out to the point where that they can't concentrate. They lacking the things that they love to do because of the stuff that they're getting bullied for. If you love to draw, baby, draw. You could be the next goddamn Picasso and they'll be the next motherfuckers at your show trying to buy your shit or want you to draw for them. Baby, if you like to cook, you be the next Chef Boyardee. They'll be the next motherfuckers in your restaurant trying to talk about you all so holy, but you ain't gonna forget what they said about you. Baby, I don't give a crap if you love to sing. If you can sing like Anita Baker, they'll be the next ones at your show trying to get in for free. But you ain't gonna forget what they said. Baby, I don't care if you used to look like who didn't and why, and now you look like I'm the baddest thing out here. I'm the handsomest thing out here. They're gonna be the ones that's trying to be all up in your face, trying to get up all up in your space, trying to see what's up with you and how can we make it do what it do. Remember, guys, the ones that used to bully you are the ones that's always going to try to swerve, or as we say, spin the block on you. Like I said last week, we learn how to forgive and forget. But certain stuff, we just ain't going to forget. We ain't going to forget, especially when it comes to bullying. Words hold power. We need to keep in mind, words hold damn power. And people be like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can't. Shit, tell it to somebody else. People that are close with you, not even, let's break it down like this. Strangers, yes, that's hard. A stranger's bullying you. But imagine your own family and friends bullying you on shit. That's the hardest damn pill to swallow. And I know we all that are listening to me can relate. Y'all, I'm 40 minutes into this taping. You know I'm about my business. Because usually I'll be done. But it's like I said, we need to prevent bullying, because this is something that has been going on for decades and decades and decades. This has been going on when my mother and father was younger, their mother and fathers was younger, their mothers, and so on and so on. And people just never picked up on what it is. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It needs to stop. It's getting out of hand. Bullying is one of the things, like I said, it hurts so bad because everybody can't take a joke. Trust me, certain jokes I'm not taking. I'm sorry. Please argue with your mama. No. Even when I crack jokes, I know my limits on what I'm going to say and what I'm not going to say, because whoever I'm joking with, I don't care if it's my homeboys or my best of girlfriends. Best of girls that are friends. Okay, let's rephrase that, because I know people like to crack jokes on that. I know my limits with them. I know my damn limits. I know what to crack and what not to crack and say. Same thing with my siblings and parents and closest family members. I know what to say to them and what not to say. Because if I say something that it cranks up a little bit, they're going to crank it even higher. And if they say something cranking even higher in a joke that I don't like, all bets are off and I'm on your ass like grass. I'm telling y'all. Like I said, there is no pros when it comes to this bullying shit. It's hella cons that needs to be fixed now, not tomorrow, right now. And I say this to say, in honor of National Bullying Prevention, us as a union have to make sure that we display nothing but positivity. Yes, at times we're going to have them days where I'm be like, look, Joe and all that, don't start with me. And it might come off nasty. But I'd rather say it in a way that you understand rather than me saying something that's not going to be so pleasant. And a form of bullying that always tops the cake is making a joke and creating a scene. And when you create a scene and things like that, people love to hit. That's what them thing too. Bullies. Keep your damn hands to yourself. Don't be touching people's kids if you don't want nobody touching you. Okay? That's another thing bullies fail to realize. What makes you think you have the right to put your hands on somebody? And that's another thing. Bullies always, like I said, bullies always try to pick on the people that they know ain't going to try to tussle back. Shit. The devil is a lie. Because the people that you all be trying to bully on, 9 times out of 10, baby, they got hands. And they've been waiting for you to try. And I was one of them. If I'm telling y'all, it's not good I'm not typing fights up, but I'm letting it be known because people need to understand. Just because a person may be short, quiet, whatever the case may be, enough is enough. And when somebody's tired, they're going to show you. Okay? And most of the time, them people that are getting bullied whoops them bullies' asses. And once that bully ass gets whooped, that's all bets are off for their ass. Because everybody's going to be talking about you now. And then you're going to be the laughing damn stock. And then you're going to feel exactly how it felt when you were bullying that man, that woman, that girl, or that boy. Okay? So, y'all, I say this to say, I'm going to leave us out on this note with this. When it comes to bullying, stand up. Stand up. Especially when it comes to children bullying. If you see a child, if you work with children, period, and have kids, foster parents, X, Y, and Z, parents like that, whatever, guardians, kinfolks, whatever. If you know your child, you know they got a slick tongue and all that, cut it out now. Get it now. Because if they don't, they're going to do something so bad, and it's not going to be good. And if you know a child or children that are getting bullied, help them before it be too late. Like I said, let's keep in mind, if I could pull up the numbers of children or people in general that committed suicide due to bullying, y'all will be shocked. Because I was shocked when I see it. I can't remember the numbers. I'm not going to pull it up right now because it's going to take me a good time to look up the one I was reading. But yes, as I say this to say, if you know a child that's being bullied, get them the help they deserve. Be the change. Help them. Be with them. Make sure that, they're telling you what's going on. Or if you see it, if you get a sense of bullying, stop it. Especially when it comes to teachers, daycare providers, coaches, all that. If y'all know y'all children that y'all work with for years, stuff like that, get on top of it. Don't let it slide. Because if you were a witness to that, you can prevent anything for it happening. Same thing with parents as well. You know your child got slick tongue and want to be get them. For both parties. Basically, both parties, please help them so it won't get out of hand. Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, even at my big age, we still get bullied. Whatever age you are, 20 and up, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, get bullied for shit that should not even be relevant for you to even crack a joke, let alone want to make a mockery out of. Okay? So I'm gonna say this again. As this being said, please be the change. Please create a change. Please be a leader for children, let alone the youth, period. All of us, period. Because there's some adults out here that just, God help us. With that being said, y'all, please, 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 if you see anything, whatever, prevent it before it escalates. Because we don't need to wake up and see on social media, the media, or hear such and such has this, or this happened, such and such, X, Y, and Z. Prevent that stuff before it gets so out of hand to the point where it's like, whoa, okay? I know there's a lot to take in. This episode was really long, but it touched base on something that needs to be said and it needs to be done. Because bullying it's not a joke. It's not. And before October ends, please wear orange, y'all. I'm going to wear my orange either tomorrow or before Halloween. How about that? I'm going to wear my orange. If I knew sooner, y'all, I probably would have been wearing orange and pink all month. But I didn't know, like, as always, I don't know it soon because you don't hear as much of it. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. We fight for breast cancer. We love it. With bullying, too, we need to put a stand on it and make it as known as well. Okay? So, I leave you guys on this note by saying I thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to me because, baby, this one is long. Almost 50 minutes down there. I wish y'all nothing but the best. Peace and blessings. Like I say all the time, please be safe out here wherever you are. Please be safe. It's about to get dark outside like at 5 o'clock. So please be on your P's and Q's out here. You know, it's getting holiday time. People get wicked and all that shit, isn't it? Please be on your P's and Q's. Please bundle up. Be safe. This is that time where we get sick, most of us. So yes, please be on your P's and Q's when it comes to the mental and physical appearance. Make sure that everything's intact. Make sure you're safe. If you have any protection on you, please, use it when necessary. And as always, please, 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 please put yourself first, even if you're having a bad day. Take 5, 10, 15, 20, however long minutes you need to do to regroup on yourself because your mental matters. And it's coming from me because I'm practicing what I preach on myself. So with that being said, y'all, I wish y'all a happy Wednesday or whenever you guys listen to me. Please be safe out here. And as always, you guys will hear from me next week. Next Wednesday, okay? So, I see y'all later. Well, I hear from y'all later. Y'all will hear from me later. And please do not be afraid to send me y'all feedback on my Instagram, vibing with .e. Bye.